welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis sitting with us through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, Lotus News Channel, Ishwar TV, Janashri TV, and through two-way video conferencing in 22 cities in 23 countries around the world. The city is sitting with us through two-way video conferencing. Toronto, Kailasam, San Jose, Madurai, Los Angeles, Arunachalam, Nityananda Nagaramu, Hyderabad, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, Vayu, Prayag, Oklahoma, Somanatham, Singapore, Singapuram, Seattle, Chidambaram, Nityananda Nagaramu, Hyderabad, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, Singapore, Pungol, Oman, Sivagangai, Tiruvanmiyur, Chennai, Kathmandu, Nepal, Kuala Lumpur, Palani, Enriching Temple, Bididi, Hyderabad, Gupta Kashi, Seattle, Muktika, Hyderabad, Gupta Kashi, Bangalore, Cambridge Layout, San Diego, La Jolla, Warrington, UK, Dakota Dunes. With this, I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Now some more cities are joining. Dubai, Vaidyanatham. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Today, the 7th day of the Nityanandotsava, 7th day of the Brahmotsava, all the Sabdamurtis, the main 6 sampradayas in the Hindu tradition, worshipping Ganapati, worshipping Subramanya, and worshipping Surya, Navagrahas, and worshipping Shiva, worshipping Devi, worshipping Vishnu, and worshipping the Guru. The 7 major traditions of Hinduism is represented through the Sabdamurti's presence here. Today is the 7th day of the Jayanti Brahmotsava. Today evening we will be having Rathotsava. Nityanandeshwara will be gracing all of us and the whole Nityananda Puri, Nityananda Nagara in the chariot. I will continue to share the essence of this whole year's satsang in these next few days. One of the important contribution of this year's satsang, I not only wanted to stop with the word contribution, I may wanted to say the way we all reinvented ourselves, the way the whole Sangha reinvented ourselves is integrity and authenticity. Understand, I am not saying we have become authentic, but we know the right reason for our problems. Understand? Knowing the right reason for our problems is solving the problems 90%. If you know the right reason, 90% of the problem is solved. Vivekananda says, right beginning is completion. I don't want to say the whole Sangha has become completely authentically authentic, but I can say with all the confidence and integrity and authenticity that now Sangha knows the right reason for the problems. When I say Sangha, I don't mean only the organization. I mean every individual is a Sangha, every individual discovering the right reason for their problems. Please understand, if you discover the right reason for your business problems, I can say 90% of the problem is solved. If you are fighting, struggling with the wrong reasons, never the solution is arrived. Integrity and authenticity is an amazing way we reinvented ourselves. We have reinvented way to exist. We have redefined our existence, way of life. We have redefined our reality. We may not have become completely authentic, but we know where we are inauthentic, why we are inauthentic, and we know how to become authentic. I tell you, I do not know about other religions, but in Hinduism, if you can inspire, guide, enlighten 100 people, you can enlighten the whole Hinduism, because it is so much freedom-based religion. In 100 people you will have the specimens of Ravana, Hiranyagarbha, Surpanaga, Hiranyaksha, Kamsa, Karna, Tarakasura, Tripurasura. In that 100 you will have all specimens, all Asuras and all Devas, and you will have Krishna, Rama, Devendra, Brahma. You will have all specimens, all gods and all demons in that 100, because choice is the core message of Hinduism. It gives so much of choice. Such an amazing variety produced without compromising on the theology. Please understand, Upanishads are like a think tank. All the main concepts, what is life, what is karma, what is death, what is religion, what is dharma, main concepts are compiled in the form of a think tank in Upanishad. Each Purana makes those great ideas into an applied reality of your life. Mahabharata, along with the recording of the history of India, Bharat, Vyasa has done an amazing job of explaining all the important concepts and truths about life. Where will you find a better character portraying dedication than Bhishma? Where will you find a better character describing friendliness than Karna. Unimaginable dedication to that one ideology. Please listen. Unimaginable dedication to that one ideology. So each concept of Upanishads have become one character. That is the way Vyasa has recorded the Indian history. That is why, please understand, the newspapers can never be reread. Ultimate concepts will never be exciting, but Vyasa has mixed the ultimate concepts and the newspaper together. Please listen. Tabloids are always exciting, but can't be read every day. You will not take the newspaper which is published 10 years before and read today. A newspaper will be exciting only 24 hours because it is the happening, the day-to-day news. History, same way. The spiritual concepts, you will be able to read all over the world throughout the times, but it will not be exciting. You will never get excited when you read Upanishad. Please listen. It's a very important concept, very important truth. Age-old truths, ultimate truths, never excites you, and the things which excites you can never be read regularly. The happenings, Mahabharata would have been an amazing news every morning, the fresh news. Karna dead. Abhimanyu died. The 11th day of the newspaper of Mahabharata war would have read headlines. False. Maya takes care. Whenever the great truths are revealed, it is not heard or recorded. Listen. Understand, there are some informations, news value. Everyday, day-to-day news. And there are some informations, life value, theory of reincarnation. It has life value, but it doesn't have a news value. The truth, the great truth of karma and dharma, it has a life value, but it doesn't have a news value. The informations of life value and informations of news value, understand these two. Upanishads are the informations of life value, and the day-to-day happenings are informations of news value. Vyasa, a greatest author ever happened on the planet Earth. Understand, he puts both together, and what he presented is Mahabharata. Still it has news value, not just life value. Not just life value. Arey, from my birth I am listening to Mahabharata. I don't know from when I am talking about Mahabharata. Now like a crazy child I am sitting and watching that Star Plus Mahabharata. Please understand, presenting the greatest truths of life value along with the excitement of the news value is Puranas. Vyasa has done that job amazing way, in an ultimate way in Mahabharata. Then in each Purana, he has adopted the same methodology. Each god, the story of each god is told in a way where all these life values are explicitly portrayed with extraordinary powers. Please listen. I am using the word explicit, even though this word is not used for right context. In a right context, I am using the word explicit. How the word nirvani has been started using by people, common people, in the wrong context. Same way the explicit is also used in wrong context. But now I am giving the right context. Explicit means without getting distorted or described or interpreted. Please listen. Cloth is the interpretation of the body. Dress is the interpretation of the body. Nirvani means who has grace to present himself without any interpretation. Who is so full of grace, he does not need any interpretation to present himself in front of the world. Whether his words does not need internal editor. His body language does not need internal auditor. His being does not need interpretation. Swabhava Sundarangaya, by the very nature, Swabhava, radiating grace. See the power of our Gurukul kids. Yesterday morning, these guys reported Nityanandeshwara is materializing kumkum continuously. Yesterday morning in the satsang I said, Tattvananda Maharaj brought the photographs and Vibhuti and kumkum collected from Nityanandeshwara and my Utsav Murti. I drilled these fellows. Did you guys drop it and take photograph? Or did some other kid drop it by mistake? They said, no, Swamiji. When I went to the temple, I saw really Nityanandeshwara was so happy with this fellow's puja. He was so happy. With the Gurukul kids puja, he was just in ecstasy, gracing. Then I know it is a real miracle. Then again, the evening Pujari's team, that is coming and reporting, Swamiji, even now Nityanandeshwara is materializing kumkum. Not little, large quantity. Yesterday that kumkum I was able to apply to all the Gurukul kids, all the Pujari team. I was able to give that much of kumkum. Then again I drilled. Hey, did you guys put it on your own and bringing it? Said, no, Swamiji. The integrity these kids carry and the amazing respect they have for the deity, he is so happy and he is radiating through the deity. Please understand, he is always happy. That is why he is Nityanandeshwara. But when you show integrity through the deity expresses his joy. That is what is miracle. Understand? When you show your integrity to him in the form of a deity-based bhakti, he also radiates his joy through the deity. I was so happy. I commit with him. Mahadeva, I'll always make sure the integrated Gurukul kids do your puja and you always remain happy like this in this Archavatara. I always used to feel, I really used to feel, the puja and the homa, everything, rituals should be done by the people who radiate integrity, who love it, not as a duty. It's a 4-letter word. It has to be done by the people who have integrity. When I saw Anandeshwara yesterday, Nityanandeshwara yesterday evening I went to temple. But in the morning itself I could see, after these guys reported the materialization, I could see he is so happy. I thought maybe the Utsava is happening, all gods and goddesses are here, celebration is going on. So, he is happy. But yesterday when I went there, I saw really, he is so happy that these guys are doing such a beautiful puja with so much of integrity. Now I know, I have started producing Andal and Manikavasagar, Jnanasambandar and Thirunavukarasars. My enlightenment industry is progressing in right direction. Now, yesterday we were having a conversation. Sambhavananda was telling me, it seems Dhyanananda, Sambhava's son, Dhyanananda was talking to Shambhava. Dhyanananda is telling, in our Gurukul, all of you know that our Gurukul kids every day practice developing non-violence in them. They awaken their manonmaniya. Manonmaniya, unmana means in Sanskrit awakening. Awakening the powers of mana, mind, is manonmaniya. They are getting trained into that manonmaniya vidya. Only if you awaken all different powers of the mind, you can go beyond the mind. See, when you awaken the powers of mind, it will salute in front of you saying, me and all my forefathers and my generation is your slave, Mahadeva. Only then you become enlightened. Like how if you release you read in the stories, no? If you release the bhuta from a jar, it says, here I am your slave. I am your servant. Same way, when you awaken the powers of your mind, it declares, I am your slave, me and my 7 generation above, 7 generation below, 7 generation left, 7 generation right is your slave. Then you become enlightened. The manonmaniya, all of you should know that our Gurukul kids are getting trained in the Manonmaniya Vidya. They sit every day with a rose plant and speak to that plant. Just by their speaking, the plants drop all their thorns. Please understand, they don't remove it. The rose plants drop all their thorns. Last, this Vidya is successfully proved by Paramahamsa Yogananda. Even the next generation of Paramahamsa Yogananda is not able to do. And our kids are doing it so casually. Dhyanananda is telling Sambhava in our Gurukul, Mahagita's plants is the biggest plant. He pours very little water. And his is the largest plant with a lot of flowers. Just by talking, he brings up the tree. He brings up the plant, sorry, not tree, plant. And it seems they talk to each other based on only their progress report. How many thorns your plant has? And Dhyanananda is telling, my plant, all the thorns got dropped by itself. Only 2 were left. I just touched them and requested, please drop. And it dropped after a few days. And all of you should know, I go around and check whether these fellows have removed really or it has automatically dropped. You see, if it automatically drops, the wound will not be there on the plant. If it drops naturally, the mark will not be there. If it is removed, the mark will be there. And I tell you, none of our Gurukul rose plants has a mark. Means they all have dropped their thorns naturally. It is not a joke. The power of your mind, experienced and expressed by the plants externally, just because you talk to them and communicate with them. The Manonmaniya Vidya. When I heard this whole thing yesterday, I just know I am successful. I am successful. And Sambhavananda, who can never be excited about anything in the life, if he is excited, if he can be excited by something, then it must be only God. Nothing else can excite him. He was inspired and excited. And I told him, you will see now, we have started producing yogis, enlightened beings. In few years, in next 10 years, you will see 2,000, 3,000 Nityanandas will be going around all over the world and reviving the Sanatana Dharma. This, my Gurukul kids will be one of the biggest contribution of me to the world. I tell you, they will be one of the biggest contribution I am making to the world. Because the dedication they will radiate, they will show to the world, the amount of enriching they will do to the world. Please understand, these 100 kids sitting with 100 plants, rose plants every day, and talking to them, making those plants drop their thorns, is not just 100 kids getting trained. Each kid is releasing the positive energy into the world equivalent to 1,000 Rudra Homas. Please understand. when they release that energy of integrity and authenticity, it is equivalent to performing 1000 Rudrahoma. So Mahagitananda is performing 1000 Rudrahoma every morning. Dhyanananda is performing 1000 Rudrahoma every morning. Every morning each kid sitting with a rose plant, they are doing 1000 Rudrahomas, Sahasra Rudrahomas. And I really wanted to take this opportunity, sincerely, with all my integrity and authenticity, thank the parents of the Gurukul kids for putting your kids into the Gurukul, trusting me. I will make diamonds out of them. I will make them diamonds. I will make them diamonds, no doubt. But you trusted me and gave the raw material. I thank you guys for that. This whole year, we reinvented ourselves through integrity and authenticity. We started chiseling ourselves with integrity and authenticity. Now, many of our problems have disappeared, but whatever few problems are remaining, we know the right reason. We know the right reason for our problems. We are not groping in the dark. We are not beating around the bush. We are not throwing stones in the dark. Now, we are very clear, scientific, conscious about what has to be done, how it has to be done, why it has to be done. Even enriching, now we know why it has to be done, the right reason. Even the Sangha, now we know why it has to be built, for the right reason. Not just inspiration, illogical emotion, but a logical, legitimate reason, supporting the excitement. When the excitement is supported by a logical, legitimate reason, it becomes inspiration. When the logical, legitimate reasoning support is not there, even inspiration is just excitement, it will go away. Now suddenly I am seeing all the IA level 4 participants have started enriching like their life with so much of excitement, because now they know the excitement has become inspiration. They know the logical right reason. Enriching itself has become inspiration. Enriching itself has become inspiration. All the devotees, disciples understand enriching is an excitement. First, it is the ultimate methodology to test how much you have grown, how you are able to adopt the spiritual principles, provide authentic listening to people, and then speak into the listening of the listener. Not just because you have to speak, but because you have to move the other person's listening. You have to move the other person. So, speak into the listening of the listener. Speak into the listening of the listener. Speak into the listening of the listener. Listen. Speak into the listening of the listener. When you are speaking into the listening of the listener, whether you are trying or successful, whichever level you are, you will learn the lessons. See, when you speak into the listening of the listener, if he is not ready to move, then be very clear. You have to listen to your own self. You have to now provide authentic listening to yourself and your self-doubts, self-denial, self-hatred patterns. I tell you, every time when you guys don't listen to me, I look back and how I did not listen to my gurus. I complete with that and come back. When you don't listen to me, even I look only into me and provide authentic listening to myself. So be very clear. You also do the same. Whenever somebody is not listening outside, they are extension of you. They are not external. They are intra-external. I am creating a new word. Extension of your internal being. Intra-external. Nobody is external. Everybody is only extension. Nobody is external. Everybody is extension. So when you provide authentic listening to others, you will learn the art of providing authentic listening to yourself. You will provide authentic. When you provide authentic listening to yourself, you will know how to speak into your listening. When you know how to speak into your listening, you will know how to speak into others' listening. Speaking into others' listening and moving them is always an excitement. I tell you, that is why I tell you, enriching is excitement. It's unending excitement. Eternal inspiration. A enricher's life is eternal utsava. An enricher's life is nityotsava. I sincerely invite all of you, please listen. This new science I revealed in the IA level 4 in Bali. Please listen. Inner awakening level 1, you are initiated into the science of completion with yourself. In Inner Awakening level 2, you are initiated into the science of completion with others and life. In Inner Awakening level 3, you are initiated into the science of creating your reality experientially. In the Inner Awakening level 4, you are initiated into the science of creating others' reality also experientially. Now, the January in Haridwar Inner Awakening, you are going to have all the 4 in one. Means in the Inner Awakening level 3 itself, level 1, 2, 3, in this 3 itself, I am bringing all the 4. Means the science I revealed in Bali as a Inner Awakening level 4 will be incorporated into level 3 itself. I welcome every one of you to come, join, enjoy and celebrate the greatest science of living enlightenment in its source, Haridwar. I welcome all of you to come to the only Hindu city in the world. Please understand, Haridwar is the legally Hindu city in the world. You can't build any other religious structures in Haridwar legally. Still the law is in effect. It is the pact created between British and Mahanirvani Akada 200 years before. Still that law is accepted even by the Indian Constitution. The only Hindu city in the world, Haridwar, which is the headquarters for all 17 Akadas. Even though Akadas were formed in various cities, now all of them have accepted formally Haridwar as their headquarters. Come to celebrate the highest knowledge and the experience of Upanishad in the source. Inner Awakening level 1 initiates you experientially into completion with yourself. Level 2 initiates you experientially into completion with others. Level 3 initiates you experientially to create your own reality. Level 4 initiates you experientially into creating others' reality. Now in the Haridwar Inner Awakening, you will have all the 4 put together in these 21 days. I wanted even many of our sannyasis to experience this truth, so I am taking 30 of the ashramites to come and attend the Inner Awakening. Then understand how powerful this whole program is going to be. Whatever I revealed in the Bali Inner Awakening, that whole science will be taught in Haridwar Inner Awakening. Essence, Bali we had 21 full days. The whole thing as a essence, I will have to pack it up in this 21 days. So, I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis. Pack your bags, book your tickets to Haridwar. So, with this, I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching with eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.